We're back.
We're back.
After a week off because of 4th of July, did you get like hot dogs and hamburgers and apple pie and all the great American stuff? I love it. I love it. And so we're here back for top listing sales, everything going on at We Sell Restaurants. Super excited to be joined by my co-host here, Rob Morrison, as we dig into what's going on at We Sell Restaurants, the nation's largest restaurant brokerage firm.
That's right. Thank you, Robin Gagnon. We are excited to bring you the biggest restaurant deals of the week, whether you're looking to buy, to sell, even join our brand as a franchisee. This, as always, is the place to be.
All right, we are going to cover those recent restaurant sales, all the new listings hitting the market. We're going to share tips for those interested in knowing what is going on in the world of restaurant brokerage, and we're answering your questions live. So drop them in the comments, and you can also post questions to our social media channels for follow-up.
That's right. And if you're watching live right now, say hello, let us know from where you're tuning in. If you're catching the replay, that's awesome. Type replay so we know that you stopped by.
Okay, let's dig in and get started. What is happening in the restaurant marketplace? Top things going on. Rob, you're up.
Well, this is a big one, Robin. I was surprised to learn that Raising Cane's just beat out KFC to become the third largest fried chicken brand in the United States. No small feat. Think about it. They hit $5.1 billion in system-wide sales last year, tracking towards $10 billion by 2030. They've got 100 new locations opening this year. They haven't changed their core menu, Robin, in 30 years, yet all this growth.
And I believe that the founder of that actually came up with the idea when he was in college. And that consistency, that's the lesson. While other brands are doing it super well, that's driving growth and deep customer loyalty.
Yeah, well said. We're also watching Starbucks closely. They're renovating 1,000 U.S. locations and simplifying their menu by 30%. Big move designed to speed up service, reduce operational complexity, especially during those peak hours, although I think they always have peak hours.
Well, and I'm telling you, complexity, I mean, how are the many ways you can order your coffee? It's crazy.
Right.
But less complexity is faster throughput. And that's important in a labor market where training time and productivity are real issues. So they are not just remodeling for aesthetics. This is strategic. This is an operational reset.
Okay, well, speaking of innovation, Luckin Coffee just launched 2 sleek new locations in New York City. It's China's largest cashierless coffee brand. They're offering 99-cent drinks, aiming squarely at digital-first consumers. No cashiers, just mobile ordering and quick pickup.
Okay, so that is definitely not the same customer coming to Starbucks and paying $10 for coffee. And it's a sign, though, of where the market's going. Lean models, speed, and value. The U.S. coffee segment just got a jolt, so it's going to be interesting to see how some of these legacy players respond to that test.
All right, from coffee to fine dining, Los Angeles just earned its first ever 3-star Michelin designations. Providence and Somni both hitting the top mark, and so that elevates LA. It's standing in the culinary world, and it reinforces the city's evolution as a serious food destination.
And it shows this, Rob, there is still room at the top, even in a fast, casual, heavy market. It's not either or, it's full set spectrum, and excellence, it matters.
Indeed, indeed. On the hiring front, May saw more than 1 million job openings in food service. That's the highest since October. That means restaurants are actively staffing up, not pulling back. Hiring hit 961,000, and the pace is still strong.
And that strong hiring, what's it telling us? Operators are optimistic. They are preparing for volume, and that volume needs to be supported by streamlined systems, smart menu engineering. That's exactly what we're seeing.
That's what we're talking about. On the product side, McDonald's is introducing the Daily Double Burger. 2 patties, lettuce, tomato, cheese, classic sauce. It's a play on value and nostalgia. Both matter to budget-conscious guests here in 2025.
And it's part of this bigger trend we're seeing. Guests are gravitating to value, but they still want comfort and quality. That combination is driving a lot of innovation right now.
Yeah, good point. Also grabbing attention this week, Shake Shack just launching its summer barbecue menu.
I don't think about Shake Shack and barbecue together. This is interesting.
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah, no. They have pulled pork sandwiches. They have bourbon bacon burgers, say that 3 times fast, and a smoky new take on their fries. So they're leaning into this seasonality, right, for a limited time buzz.
All right. And I think you've got one more growth highlight to tell us about.
That's right. Suburban full service holding strong while the fine dining in the urban centers is adapting, as we just mentioned. The suburbs are booming. Families, remote workers, weekend dining keeping volume high, and operators are taking notice of that.
And that matters to us because it's where so many of our buyers are looking. That shift away from high rent urban cores started during COVID, right? When those downtown opportunities were closing down. It's created real opportunity in neighborhood centers and also for second generation space.
Yeah, so whether it's fast casual expansion, fine dining recognition, new tech driven formats, the U.S. restaurant scene is full of energy right now. It's not just surviving, it's thriving and evolving.
Right. And coming up next, we are going to spotlight 3 of the hottest listings in the country, including one turnkey, all prepped, and priced to go. So I'll kick it off.
Let's go.
Listing 26092 in Metro Atlanta. Certified restaurant broker Jeff Height presents this multi-unit bakery for sale. It's priced at $659,000, 3 locations, over $1.2 million in annual sales, nearly $200,000 in owner earnings. This is a powerful package for a serious buyer. 2 of the units are customer facing, and the third serves as the central hub, a commissary, I guess, with a full commercial kitchen, office, warehouse, and soon to open market. Backed by a decade of revenue growth, a staff member of 26, turnkey and scalable. That's Atlanta.
That sounds good. How about listing 26134, located in Tumble, Texas? Certified restaurant broker Tamara Hamilton is offering this 1,500 square foot second generation restaurant priced at $75,000, located in a high traffic shopping center off Tumble Parkway, includes seating for 52, a stylish bar with 6 draft taps, fully permitted commercial kitchen. The kitchen features a 13-foot hood, a walk-in cooler, gas appliances, and a prep area, plus 3 newer rooftop HVAC units and a shared grease trap maintained by the landlord. That's nice.
Yeah.
Utilities metered separately and water and trash are covered. This is a plug-and-play setup for a brand new concept or an expanding brand.
$75,000? That's crazy. 13-foot hood? You can get a lot of equipment and do a lot of business off a hood that size. Okay, wrapping things up. It's listing 26135 in North Providence, Rhode Island. Brought to market by certified restaurant broker Damian Santoro. It's priced at $125,000. It's a 2,500 square foot restaurant and bar for sale. Located on busy Smith Street, it's a high traffic plaza with ample parking. It's got a full liquor license, 8-seat bar, seating for over 70 guests, and a fully loaded kitchen with a 10-foot hood, walk-in cooler, stove, fryers, mixers, everything your heart could desire. All equipment, smallwares, and front of house furnishings are also included. Rent $3,900 a month. That's really good in Rhode Island for sure. It's a prime opportunity for a chef or operator looking to bring a new concept to life in a densely populated, high-income area.
Yeah, think about those 3 listings, right? 3 very distinct markets, all turnkey and all priced to move.
Exactly. So reach out to the certified restaurant brokers behind each one of those listings and make your move with We Sell Restaurants.
Yeah, and if you missed any of those listing numbers, no need to worry. You can search by city, by state, county, even more geographic locations right on our website. So let's talk about top insights right now, Robin. For sellers, I and many others read your latest article on AI and restaurants. I've got to say, it is a must read. I'm not just saying that because You're my boss. But we know not every restaurant owner has time to sit down and digest a full article. So today we're going to break it down to the practical tips for sellers.
Okay, so here we go. If you're thinking of selling your restaurant or just want to be ready when the time is right, AI, it's no longer coming, it's here. You cannot ignore it. It is already shaping your restaurant's reputation, and buyers are paying attention, Rob.
Sure. AI tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity are scanning your online presence, everything from your Yelp reviews to your website, and summarizing it for people who ask, what's this restaurant like?
Okay, and pro tip, I put this in the article, they are also pulling in your personal information if you are an owner. So some of those opinions you might post on your personal social media that may tick off 50% of the population, be a little careful. And the summary, it's influencing diners, lenders, potential buyers. So if you haven't looked at how your restaurant shows up through the lens of AI, that's your very first step. So give them my pro tip.
Okay, so if you open up ChatGPT and you type, describe my restaurant.
Bob's Barbecue.
Sure. Based on what's available online, what comes back might surprise you. Outdated information, off-brand messaging, some old photos, they all play a role in that narrative.
And if that response does not reflect who you are today, it's time to take action. So you have to align that online presence, your website, your menu, your reviews with your brand story. AI is smart. It's learning from what it sees. So you need to feed it consistent and positive signals. Give them tip number 2.
Sure. So you can ask AI for help. Literally ask for help. A prompt like, you're a restaurant marketing expert. Based on reviews and web data, what's missing from my brand's story? So you upload your menu, your website text, and let it point out the gaps that exist.
I love this one because you used to have to pay people a lot of money for this. So tip number 3, learn from competitors. Just ask, and again, we typically say ChatGPT, it can be Perplexity, it can be Grok, it can be any of the large language models. Who are the top restaurants like mine in Atlanta, Georgia? And then follow up with, how does my restaurant, Bob's Barbecue or whatever, compare? Again, this used to involve hiring a consultant and paying them an hourly fee and getting a long report. Now this information is a couple of prompts away, and they can change how you position your business, whether you're looking at buying it, whether you're looking at going to market.
Great tips. If you're overwhelmed by it, sometimes I feel that way, ask AI to give you a plan, right? Say, create a 100-day marketing plan to improve online perception before a restaurant sale.
Okay, so is that just killer or what? Like ask it what's wrong and then say, give me a strategy. And we're not talking about fluff. We're talking about a real strategy. Buyers are looking at your digital presence, and so are the algorithms. What they find can help or hurt your valuation and your time on market.
Sure. So don't wait until you're ready to sell. Start shaping your story now. And if you need help figuring out where to begin, well, we're here for that.
And those are your seller tips of the week. Again, check out our blog online to learn more, but use AI to tell the right story because someone's already reading it. Now, Rob, we shared how restaurant sellers can use AI to shape their digital stories, but let's shift gears because buyers, this applies to you too.
Yeah, perfect. So let's get into those insights for buyers. If you're looking to buy a restaurant, AI is giving you a fast and powerful way to uncover what you're really stepping into beyond just the numbers.
And again, start with that very simple prompt in AI. What is, fill in the blank, Bob's Barbecue known for based on online data? You'll see what customers are saying, good or bad, and where the brand may be falling short, which for a buyer equals opportunity.
And leverage, right? If the reputation's weak, that could be an opportunity. If the branding is off, can you fix it? You're buying with your eyes wide open.
And you can ask AI, what would improve this restaurant's branding or menu based on public perception? Upload the menu, get instant insights. It's your head start on post-sale improvements.
Yeah, and then imagine taking it even a step further, asking for a 90-day marketing plan to relaunch or reposition the restaurant after you've taken over. That's the kind of proactive thinking that buyers are needing right now.
Bottom line, buyers can use AI to evaluate, plan, and strengthen the business from day one. Because in every instance, you're not just buying a restaurant. You are absolutely buying potential.
All right, that's the buyer tip of the week. Use AI as your edge and walk into ownership with a strategy. What else, Robin, do we see on the buy side?
Okay, so great question. One of the biggest shifts we're seeing is speed. So if you're watching listings and waiting too long to take action, you may be missing your shot. In fact, several of our most in-demand listings last month went into contract within 7 to 14 days of hitting the market. The most competitive buyers have already pre-qualified their financing, they're ready to review documents and make offers within hours of signing that confidentiality agreement.
That's like lightning
striking.
And the lenders, they're showing signs of flexibility again, especially on SBA deals, but only if your documentation is airtight. We're advising every buyer, if you haven't already pulled your tax returns, personal financial statement, credit data, do it now. The listings are moving fast, but that momentum means nothing if your finances aren't all lined up. A lender delay could cost you the deal.
And Rob, let's talk about the buyer mindset because that's evolving too. We are seeing more first-time buyers thinking beyond just that single store. They're asking, can I scale this? What's the path to 2 units, 3 units? And that shift is especially noticeable in franchise resale. So if you're only looking at one listing in isolation, but someone else is viewing the same listing as a springboard for growth, you could be behind because the odds are the seller's going to want to sell them all.
Yeah, it's a great point. We're even seeing buyers ask brokers to pre-screen listings for multi-unit potential, right? Including lease assignment terms, franchise transferability, territory availability. The most prepared buyers are treating the process like an acquisition, not just a side hustle.
I love it. Okay, so let's celebrate some successes from our We Sell Restaurants certified brokers from this week. These recent sales showcase just how skilled and dedicated our team is at helping buyers and sellers like the ones we just chatted about buy and sell their restaurants with great results.
Yeah, let's do it. First up, we'll take our hats off to Jay Chandler for closing on our listing 19700, an independent cafe in Mississippi. It's been a beloved community staple for nearly 7 years. Turnkey Cafe voted best coffee along the Gulf Coast.
I bet you they're not doing it all remotely.
That's right. It probably didn't cost 99 cents. Came fully equipped with furnishings and high-quality commercial gear, allowing the new owner to hit the ground running. Jay really knows how to find those hidden gems, so well done.
Oh, right, for sure. And the fact that the buyer could step right in without worrying about setup or downtime, that's a huge win in this business.
Exactly. All right, another big congratulations to our corporate team right here for closing the sale of listing 15818, a 2-unit Firehouse Subs franchise package in Arkansas. These locations, Robin, brought in a combined 1.9 million in sales and more than 335,000 in owner earnings. Now that's a powerhouse portfolio.
And people were fighting over this one, as I recall.
That there was a line, you're right. SBA lending helped out, brand training, fully staffed stores right there in place. It was a win-win for the buyer and seller alike. In fact, I just talked to the seller yesterday, and he's still raving about the deal.
I love it. I love it. And speaking of winning, we've got to give a shout out to Paul Peterson, Polly from Raleigh. He closed on listing 22715, an award-winning craft beer bottle shop and bar in Wake County, North Carolina. It was a local favorite, pulling in over $500,000 in sales, earning $120,000 in owner benefit. 18 taps, you would love that. Over 350 bottle and can options and a loyal following. It was ready for someone to walk in and keep those good vibes flowing. Paul made sure the transition was smooth and the buyer got a business with a great lease, minimal owner involvement, and room to grow.
and Paul's got good vibes.
Yeah.
One of the best when it comes to understanding what makes local concepts thrive. That bar has got repeat business written all over it. Well done.
Yes, and each of these brokers brought serious skills to the table, Rob, whether it was guiding a new owner, structuring a franchise deal, or navigating the craft bar scene. At We Sell Restaurants, we're not just listing deals, we're closing them.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about buying or selling your restaurant, these success stories are proof that the right We Sell Restaurant certified restaurant broker can make all the difference.
All right, so if you're watching, put a thumbs up in the comment. If you love hearing these success stories, we want to know about it.
All right, so why don't we talk about 3 additional hot new listings that just hit the market. They won't last long, so if you're looking for a great restaurant opportunity, pay attention.
That's right, because we've got another set of amazing listings from We Sell Restaurants, and they are packed with value. We're going to start in sunny Naples, Florida, listing 26248. It's offered at $699,000. It's a tropical waterfront bar and grill for sale, absolutely stunning, offered by our franchisee in that market, Dave Whitcomb. This is, oh my goodness, $2 million in 2024 sales, verifiable owner benefit over $200,000, and sales are climbing in 2025.
Nice.
Perfect for an owner-operator, semi-absentee investor, 5,000 square feet, full kitchen, 46 trained staff members, and a massive, I love this, wraparound bar with scenic water views, boat slips, nothing like boating up to your restaurant, and shaded outdoor seating. Total occupancy costs under 6% of sales, and the atmosphere is complete with live entertainment and themed nights. It keeps the locals and the snowbirds coming back. So this is a rare shot at the Florida restaurant lifestyle.
Yeah, it sounds like a gem. Let's head a different place. We'll go up north to Rochester, New York for listing 26066, brought to market by Steve and Cindy Weinbaum and priced at $185,000. It's an independent sandwich shop for sale, operating 20 years up there, still generating $84,000 in owner discretionary earnings on just over $400,000 in sales. So it's just 10 minutes outside of Rochester. Shop serves up burgers, subs, salads, more dine-in, takeout, and delivery to customers, even offering catering, and runs on a family-friendly 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. schedule. Could be expanded there for more profit. The lease, just $2,200 a month for a 2,000 square foot space, valid through mid-2028 with renewal options through 2031. That's security. Add in a recently updated equipment package, a loyal customer base, and an established team, and you've got a turnkey business that's ready to go. Seller financing could be available there for qualified buyers.
That's a great deal. That occupancy cost is great, and that's what's contributing to the unbelievable profit margins there. Rounding things out, we have listing 23969 just outside of Greenville, South Carolina. It's offered by certified restaurant broker Justin Scotto, priced at $279,000. This 1,200 square foot restaurant for sale is located near major interstates in a rapidly growing market. Rent, very affordable, $1,780 per month. This restaurant has a solid reputation as a trusted local spot. No need for build-up. Already equipped, ready for immediate occupancy. So whether you keep this existing concept or bring in something new, this non-franchise location gives you total freedom, no brand restrictions. Residential development is booming nearby, so a new owner can tap into catering, delivery, extended hours. Always potential on the outside of these deals. So no matter the market or concept, these opportunities are ready to help you write your own success story.
And again, we just moved around, right? Waterfront in Florida, a legacy business in upstate New York, or a flexible setup in South Carolina. We Sell Restaurants has something for every buyer out there.
Absolutely. So, Rob, if there's one thing that never gets old about this program, it's hearing directly from our clients. The Google reviews lately, full of gratitude, success stories, and 5-star praise for our brokers.
Yeah, and not just quick thank yous either. These are full-on testimonials like this one we'll share with you from Louis Marcano Jr., who worked with Jeff in We Sell Restaurants Boulder, saying, "Working with Jeff has been nothing short of incredible. He helped me successfully purchase Nina's New York style pizza and recently guided me through the acquisition of Firehouse Subs. From start to finish, Jeff was knowledgeable, responsive, and genuinely invested in helping me find the right opportunities. His expertise made both transactions smooth and stress-free, and his professionalism gave me total confidence every step of the way. If you're looking to buy or sell a restaurant, Jeff Marcus is the guy you want in your corner. Highly recommend.
I love these. That's just gold. And speaking of repeat clients, Advar in Charlotte had an incredible opportunity as well, experience as well. He said, I've worked with We Sell Restaurants as both a buyer and a seller. While I didn't buy through them, Sally was incredibly responsive every time I inquired, always calling back quickly, sometimes within minutes. That level of service stood out. 2 years later, I listed my restaurant with them because of that great experience. Preston handled the sale and was fantastic. Professional, calm, experienced, especially when it came to navigating, all our favorite, landlord issues.
Yeah.
Selling can be stressful, but having someone like Preston on your side made all the difference. Highly recommend his words from the client.
Way to go, Sally and Preston. That's the kind of trust that builds over time and keeps coming back, like you just heard there.
Absolutely. And down in Northeast Florida, Nenga Mastika left this glowing feedback about Brittany Gates. Working with Brittany was a great experience from start to finish. She was professional, responsive, and truly understood how to navigate the complexities of selling a restaurant. She helped me find a qualified buyer and made the entire process feel smooth and manageable. I highly recommend her to anyone looking to buy or sell a restaurant.
And there it is again. Confidence, guidance, smooth closing. That's what We Sell Restaurants is all about.
Exactly. Our team shows up every single day with integrity, professionalism, and a commitment to service. These reviews, they're not just compliments, Rob. They're proof that we're living our core values in every single deal.
Because at the end of the day, we're not just selling restaurants. We're helping people realize their dreams, and that's a responsibility we take very, very seriously.
And if you're ready to buy or sell, let us show you what it means to work with a team that leads with purpose and delivers with excellence. Because at We Sell Restaurants, our values aren't just words. They are our way of doing business.
All right. That sounds great.
All right. So today I want to share something a little bit different as I talk about the We Sell Restaurants franchise. One of the unexpected and yes, unforgettable perks of being a certified restaurant broker.
This is a great story. Let me guess. Let me just venture a guess. It involves Italy. It involves food and probably a story or two from the beautiful Amalfi Coast.
You're absolutely right. Eric and I recently traveled through Italy, and while it was incredible on a personal level, we were reminded again and again, this work is more than a job. It's a front row seat to the world of hospitality. And if you look, we started in Pompeii.
Wow.
Most people walk the ruins looking for temples or homes, but as a restaurant broker, I was drawn straight to this Thermopolium, okay?
Wow, okay.
An ancient, fast casual concept. Essentially a roadside food counter with soup urns built into stone.
Wow.
They were serving these meals to go, Rob, 2,000 years ago. And that model, it's still driving restaurant success today.
What a wonderful experience. Great pictures. It's wild to think how consistent, right, some of these restaurant fundamentals are. 2,000 years old, speed, layout, connection to the guests.
And then we went to Tremonti, off the grid, no menus, just a small farm and a vineyard that hosted maybe 12 people at one time. The food, straight from the garden. As I said, no menu. You sat down and ate what they brought you. The garden was enhanced with this volcanic soil. The cheese was from the goats nearby. The wine aged right next to our table. It was slow dining. Oh my gosh, it was powerful. And there, I think you can see the image. He's handing us a glass of wine.
Oh, I was going to ask, was there any wine involved? And it speaks directly to what buyers want, right? Authenticity, quality, and that story that you're always talking about behind the meal.
Exactly. Limited service didn't reduce the value. it enhanced it. These weren't fancy restaurants, they were very meaningful experiences. In Capri, we reached a restaurant by boat where the salt baked fish was slow roasted in a sea salt crust. So when they cracked it open at the table, it wasn't just a meal, it was a performance.
Wow, it looks amazing. And then a performance, Robin, that becomes a great memory, right? And those kind of moments, that's what sets top restaurants and listings apart.
Absolutely. In Sorrento, we followed a recommendation and found a cliffside bar with a handful of seats. The menu, olives, focaccia, spritzes, but everything was dialed in. The staff, the view, the experience.
Amazing. It sounds like whatever's fresh that day is what's on the menu, right?
Yes.
And some of the smallest places leaving the best and biggest impressions.
They do. And as brokers, we remind buyers, don't overlook the little places. Great execution beats square footage every single time. I want to share one of the most surprising meals came at Donna Sofia, where I had risotto topped with raw shrimp, almonds, and black buffalo cheese. Look at this picture.
Wow.
It was bold. It was not safe. It was unforgettable.
Oh my gosh, that looks perfect. And it's a wonderful reminder that these signature dishes, right, they help define a brand and a restaurant. That one dish told the story of that entire restaurant, probably the whole region.
Absolutely did. And of course, no trip to Naples is complete without pizza. We visited L'Antica Pizzeria da Michel, where they sell just two kinds, margarita and marinara. Simple, fast, perfect.
Delicious, I bet. There's power in doing one thing well then, right? Is that the point there?
That's the point, and sticking with it. So this trip, it was more than a food tour. It was a masterclass in what makes restaurants successful, from presentation to pacing, from simplicity to storytelling. Every element we saw in Italy translates to the work that you and I do every single day.
It was nice of you to endure that trip for the sake of the viewers.
That was kind of us,
yes.
right?
So if you're thinking about a new chapter, maybe even becoming a certified restaurant broker, know this. It's not just about sales, it's about staying connected to the industry and to the people and to the power of hospitality.
And you can learn more about joining our brand and starting your own brokerage at WeSellRestaurants.com/franchise. It's the restaurant business with a whole different view. And if you want to know more about this trip, check out the recent article posted online at blog.WeSellRestaurants.com as well.
All right. Well, you just got back from, I just got back.
Yes, from the Smoothie King conference, right? So
Right.
You're speaking with a lot of franchisees. What were you hearing on the ground?
Well, a lot came up in our short visit. Exit planning, first and foremost. Some franchisees are nearing retirement, others just looking at their long-term strategy now, and many of them asking the same question. What does the resale process look like?
And that's exactly why at We Sell Restaurants, we believe resale planning should be part of every franchise system strategy, not an afterthought. We work directly with franchisors to create structured, repeatable processes for these franchise transfers.
Yeah, a franchise resale isn't just a transaction, it's a transition. When it's handled well, the brand stays strong, the unit keeps performing, and both the seller and the buyer move forward with confidence.
And that starts behind the scenes at the system level, as you saw. We help brands build their resale frameworks and guide franchisees through exit plannings and help buyers step into ownership with clarity and support.
And one of the questions we always ask franchisors is, what happens when a franchisee wants out? If the answer isn't clear there, there's a gap. That gap can cost the system in legal time, recruiting delays, lost revenue, all sorts of operational headaches.
Absolutely. So this proactive resale strategy fills the gap. It keeps deals moving, helps franchisors attract the right buyers, and make sure those unit level economics are protected throughout the transition.
Yeah, whether you have 5 units or 500, your resale process matters. If it's strong, it fuels growth. If it's weak, it becomes a drag on development and a pain point for everybody involved.
And the truth is this, every location will change hands eventually. Some transitions are planned, others aren't, that brands that prepare in advance stay in control of their growth and reputation. They are on the cutting edge of leadership.
So if you're a franchisor and you don't have a resale plan in place, or you know it needs improvement, head to WeSellRestaurants.com and click For Franchisors. We'll help you build a roadmap that protects your brand and supports your franchisees.
Because your resale isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of the next one. And how you handle that handoff says everything about the strength of your system.
Well put.
Oh my goodness, can you believe it? We ran over.
I think we actually ran over.
Because there's so much going on.
That's okay,
But
no one noticed.
it's a wrap for this week's top sales, listings, and franchise opportunities. So if you are looking to buy, sell, or start a new career in restaurant brokerage, we love what we do. Come and join us.
And remember, the great deals move fast, so if something caught your eye, don't wait. Click on the link in the comments or visit WeSellRestaurants.com to learn more.
If you enjoyed this live, hit that thumbs up button and share with anyone looking to buy or sell a restaurant.
And don't forget to follow our page so you never miss a new listing. We'll be back next Friday with more updates. Until then, have a wonderful weekend, and remember, our name says it all.
We sell restaurants.